All right, ham kiddos, another thing that I want to review with you a little bit is stem and leaf plots. Just like we talked a little bit previously about dot plots and how they're just one more way to show the data. And we, remember, did daily reading minutes, and we were able to show the data the way it would look on a number line with dots, hence the dot plot. Now we're going to look at this a slightly different way and make a stem and leaf plot. So just as a reminder, you still have the same data that we used the last time, and let's rewrite it in order from least to greatest, going slow and hoping not to miss any data this time, and use that to help us with our stem and leaf plot. Okay, so we have 25 is the least amount of minutes. That occurs 3 times, right? Then we had a 28. And then 2 30s in our data. And then a 34, 35, 38, and 40 minutes. So in the end, we should have, as we rewrote everything in order from least to greatest, we should still have 10 values because we had 10 values in our original data set. So verify that you wrote all 10 and we didn't leave any out this time. Good. And then that just kind of helps organize your thinking for your stem and leaf plot. Okay. So a stem and leaf plot, instead of looking like a number line, a stem and leaf plot's more like a T-chart. And your stem is on the left and your leaves will be on the right. And depending on what your data looks like, you've got to decide how you're going to write your stem and how you're going to write your leaves. And so in this case, all of my data points have a ones place and a tens place. And so I'm going to make the stem the tens place, and I'm going to make the leaves all the ones to go along with it. Okay, so in order from least to greatest, I've got 25 minutes red, and so that means 25 has a 2 in the tens place and a 5 in the ones place. So I'm going to list 25 as 2 as the stem and 5 as the leaf. But I've got 2 more of those. So I need to list that leaf of 5 3 times. So remember, that doesn't mean 2,555. That means 25, 25 again, 25 again. Okay. Now we also have another value that's in the 20-somethings, and that's 28. So we're going to use the same stem and just add the leaf of 8. Now we've covered all the leaves that go with the stem of 2, which represents 20, 2 in the tens place. Then we need to move to the next stem, and we need to take care of our 30s, 2 days that we read 30 minutes. 4 would help us take care of the 34-minute day. Then we need a 5 for 35 minutes, and we need an 8 for 38 minutes. Okay, then we have one last value, and it's got a new stem because the number's 40, which means 4 10s, 0 1s. And that should conclude the stem and leaf plot. Now, to verify that you didn't miss anything, just to go back and check, always count the leaves. And if you count the leaves, you should have the same amount of leaves as you have data points at the beginning. That's how you know you didn't skip any, okay? So we have 4, and then another 5, and then 1 more. So we know we got them all. So you know your stem and leaf plot is complete. And usually a stem and leaf plot will have a key, and it just reminds people how to read the stem and leaf plot. So you can use any example from your stem and leaf plot. I'll go with 34. And usually it'll say, you know, a 3 and a 4 like that means 34. Because decimals and other things can be used on stem and leaf plots. So you want to be really clear in your key as to what this data is supposed to really mean, what it's supposed to stand for. And then again, make sure that you got all of your data points. Just like here, it's worth noting that if you count all of your dots in a dot plot, it should equal the amount of values that you started with. So you would definitely want to make sure if you started with 10 data points that you have 10 dots at the end. That way you know you didn't miss any of your data points, okay? So we got it here on a dot plot, all 10 points, and then on a stem and leaf plot, same thing. And you would title it Daily Reading Minutes on both, all right? Hope that helps as a quick review. And again, we can still find, with all of this data, other than just making the plots and graphs, now you know how to find mean, median, mode, and range, all right?